Alright, we're back. Last episode we found this mushroom island, and we're starting to get settled on it. See, we got our little farm over here. It's the very beginnings of a farm, of course. I'll eventually start building a little fence that I can put these mushrooms in as well. Now, the question is, where should we put the house? I'm thinking, I'm thinking this is a good spot over here. Yeah, this seems like a good place to start. Now, on my creative world, I was brainstorming about how I could do this. I don't believe I would have quite enough stuff to start it up the way I'd want to start it up. And now, bear with me here, I'm not the best at building, especially if it's smaller builds. Can't quite seem to grasp how it should look. Does have a pretty nice view right here. Okay. There's a sea monument over there as well. I believe that's a very lucky place for it. So we won't have to travel too far away to do our stuff. Let's do the framing first and foremost. Okay. The axe going. Where's the stuff at? Do I actually want it right there, or do I want it over here? This is where the cave is. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have that over here, for sure. Okay, let's see. For the framing, right. Let's do right about here. I'll do a 3x5. And then we go like so. Okay. Go like this is gonna be a weird shape, but I want the shape to be not as basic or blocky. Is this what the shape was before though? Don't think it was. But I do think, did I extend it before? I believe it was extended slightly. See, at this point, I want the flooring to be like so. Now it looks a little weird, but then we're gonna strip off. Have a little pattern going across, almost like a checkered pattern, but not quite. Guess the next order of business is to get the saplings, emeralds. There we go, sapling. Okay, seeds. I'm not sure if I want to use spruce, but I have plenty of it too, though. Nope. There we go. Wait a second. Okay, I thought it was something else. I do believe this was the one. Yes. Okay. All right. Right. Of course. Birch. Not the biggest fan of birch now that I look at it, though. However, I do like the stripped logs that we see. It's gonna look like a real mess before I get things figured out. For now, let's just stick with dirt as our floor. I know I could have just used some planks, but I want that flooring because I like that flooring. Let's see. I do believe we need quite a bit of this oak. After a little bit of experimenting earlier, I've just decided that we're gonna make a basic house and then add upon it later on if we ever so feel like it, or even get around to it, if at all. The plan is to have accentuated, if that is the correct term to use, stripped oak logs, which I do not have many of at all. That's stupid. Give me 1 second. Now I would just boat to the mainland, but I am far too lazy to do that right now. Then again, these may not grow for a little while. If they would grow at all. Doubtful. Pretty doubtful, though. I think that's a good idea to just go ahead and go to where the village is to get some more stuff. I thought I had planned sufficiently for it, but I guess I didn't. Well, let's check the crops before we leave at least. Let's add this to it. Carrots are good, but I'm not really looking forward to having carrots as much as I am looking forward to having wheat, because I need that wheat for the mushrooms, of course. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was so far that way. What is that? Oh no, it's just trees. Alright, so I need some birch, some oak, of course. I might use a little bit of spruce for some awnings, possibly, but only if they look good. Maybe I'll use the spruce for the roof to get a different color going on instead of having one single color. Hmm. Okay. Gonna need a new axe here soon. Hmm. More oak. Oof. You know what's funny? I did not bring my crafting table. That is hilarious. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of back and forth these next few episodes. So, the plan is... that could probably be a good idea. The plan for the house is that we're gonna have 2 stories. There's not gonna be too much room because I want it to be nice and cozy. This is like the first time I've ever built something similar to a cottage. Everything else has just been basic houses. Or I've just settled in places and then cannibalized them, excuse me, and then turned them into something different. But I digress. Okay. We only have 12. Gonna need way more than that. I was planning on using typical birch planks for the second floor, though I'm not too big of a fan of the color of birch planks, so it might change later on. I mean, some things will change later on once I get silk touch, so that I can use the mushroom stems and whatnot. That was the plan originally. That was when I thought I could pick them up without silk touch, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to grind for it, which is unfortunate. I'm also gonna need some more seeds. I guess I'll pick up some flowers too. Hmm, this guy. Oh, I feel myself getting distracted more and more. I still need some stuff. Question is, what else would I need besides the seeds, the birch, the oak, the glass? I need glass, so I need the sand. Okay. I also have a little bit of brick. I wonder how I can incorporate the brick into it. Let's see. I have 25 sand. I should only need about 15, maybe 18. So that's good for now. Hmm. 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 What are you doing? Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure what else I should do. Just aimlessly wander. That's what I've been doing for the past few episodes, to be honest. Looking for a place to start the home, and now I've got a place to start a home. Now I'm still wandering. Still collecting stuff. Still thinking about what I should do. let's just go ahead and head back. See if we can't develop it further. First, let me count it in my head. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Need more oak. More oak. Right. I should probably pick up the stuff I left behind from the oak trees. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I want to at least get the framing done before I end this episode. For the roofing, I was thinking more like a one-sided slope for one part, then maybe elevate the other part a little more. That's a neat formation right there. Elevate that one part a little more, and then have a little traditional roof to it. Pointed roof, you know. See, I would research it, but I prefer that I'd have my own design mostly. The awnings, though, I've seen from another video, and I just decided to take it. It's very simple, yet it looks so good. Though I'm not sure how good it looks matching with the oak when you're using spruce of all things. Perhaps I can mix up the spruce trapdoors with the oak slabs. Maybe that would help. Hmm. Hmm. I think the most said word on this channel so far is hmm. But hey, that's what happens when you just start a channel. You eventually have nothing to say. Don't worry though. I'm sure I'll find a way to cut through all this. So we'll have action only. So I won't be required to say anything to you guys. for long periods of time, of course. Now I could just do silent playthroughs, but not really my speed. You'd want someone talking to you, right? Right? Uh, okay. Let's just grab this. Might as well, so we don't have to go too far. Hmm. Can't forget the drops. Oh, my hands itchy. Very nice, very nice. So we're gonna have plenty of oak saplings for us.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back for real this time. Okay, I I can't let that copper go. I've got to use the copper for something. It's mostly decorative, but I've never used it in a build before, like ever. Maybe I could put it to the side. Uh, I don't know. Let's take it anyways. Totally forgot what I put in those chests back on the island. Whoop. All right. Let us travel back. I don't even know why you got in this boat with me. You're not going anywhere for a long, long time. Hey, look. Looks like another opening to a cave in the water to the right. Pretty neat, if you ask me. Well, nothing has grown yet, except for the carrots. Maybe I was out of range, or whatever. It's grown slightly. Okay. What did I have in here? Okay, more copper, some mushrooms. Let's just empty this out in here. Okay. So. We've not got much decoration-wise. Brewing stand is big though. Alright, whatever. Let's just get this going while we still can. Alright, flooring finally. That, 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 that. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Have it like that. Then that. Alright. Transformation. There we go. So it's not that bad of a floor, if I do say so myself. Let's add one more right here. Alright, there. And of course right there. Now, as for these outside parts, what are we doing? Well, first we're gonna go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Like, and I guess right here as well. Alright. I would like a door. A doorway, possibly. Mm, mm, mm. I want to say right here. Oh. Okay. So we have a little thing. What else should we do? Next is to roof this with some slabs. I'm kind of reconsidering using birch slabs though. Not entirely sure if I want to use them like that. Because the inside with the floors, I wanted it to be birch. The outside with the walls, I wanted it to be oak. And I was considering using spruce for the roof. I'm wondering if I should also use it for stairs. It's quite the dilemma I'm going through, that's for sure. Let's stick with oak for the stairs for now, because I'm only using the stairs for an outside part. Well, quote unquote outside part. I'm probably going to wall off this little area right here so it can be a secluded staircase. Alright. Let's just put this inside for now. Right there will do. Just gonna do some staircases. Alright. Now this top part. It's gotta be birch slabs. Should I checker it? How would birch slabs look on top of oak slabs? Ooh, my inventory's cluttered. Mm, it looks okay. It blends in. Not bad though. Doesn't blend in bad. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually a good alternative. I do like my checkered patterns. Okay, like that. That, of course. That. Hmm. All right, not bad. Not not too bad. It's slowly coming together. Hmm. slide this furnace in here. It's not the biggest one. That was what I was aiming for, though. I didn't want it to be too short, but I didn't want it to be like 3 big. So I added this little jumping room to get it going. What kind of doors? That's the question. Doors, huh? Door, 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 door. I need some kind of variation. Hmm. Hmm. Birch doors, probably. Ooh, that does not match up right. Ooh. Mm, that was a little disheartening. I could use some of those birch woods. We'll just settle for oak doors for now. Ooh, I might wanna. It's a bit of a leap right here, but I'm gonna take it anyways. Let's see how that varies. I prefer it to be upright. Like that. That kind of sort of works. Bit of a stretch though. Hmm. Not bad. It's missing something. Okay, next we seal off this area right here. Let me just make it look decent. Okay. Then, like that. It's a bit of a cutoff, but that'll have to do for now. I don't want too much space for this. All it is a stairway. Oh, a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more birch. See how that hold up. Like so. Yeah, it's still kind of sort of on the inside. And I might use this area right here. It's nice. It's not bad. Should I add another strip? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's add 2 more right here. Okay. Decent, decent. Bit chunkier than I thought it'd be. That's for sure. I think it's good though. I like it. Okay, so to avoid any excess time wasted, I think I might do some off-cam resource gathering in order to prevent the 30 minutes of nothingness that I've had today. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You never know. Okay. I want... what do I want? Something to liven it up just a little bit. I'm thinking we can do a little bit of a raised garden and perhaps a little window. Yeah, we'll keep that there for now. How would this look? Not bad. It doesn't like blend with it, but it doesn't clash with it as much as I thought it would. I think the mycelium kind of helps with it, you know? It's a neat little thing. Now, let's use... Or we could use some mushrooms. Let's do mushrooms. I think that would be a good idea. Sticking with the theme. Brown mushrooms. There we go. Oh, right, the light level. And the mycelium. I have to wait for the mycelium to grow. Well, shoot. Come on now. Let's go check the garden. Well, it's getting there. I wonder if it grows slower in the mushroom biome. Probably. Oh, it finally grew. Okay, yeah, it's just slow. Very slow. Let's just make it a little bit more lively. Well, lively. It's technically not that with mushrooms. Just make it to where it looks like spores are spreading. A little poof here and there. So, I'm gonna see if I can brainstorm. I'm gonna see if I can brainstorm how the roof would look on my off time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this resource gathering video, make sure you like. And if you really like my videos for some reason, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.